Welcome, everyone. It's gonna be a bit chaotic. Sorry, I'm not quite ready. But we're here in Singapore for round 15 of this A1 league. I don't know the status of the championship leaders. But Montana is currently first, and I don't think anyone can catch him at this point, or it probably could mathematically catch him, but it's not gonna happen unless he retires out of every single race. Talking about Montana, I'm gonna jump right in on board with him in his Williams. He might set off an early lap for pole position. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Craggleton retires. I want to change the camera, but I can't. Here we go. That's a little tap of the wall. Hopefully it didn't pick up any damage on his car, and that is a 134.4 on the softs for Montana, who is right behind him. 0F1 goes second fastest. He was on the hards. That is Golden Crimson going second, still in the hards. But we might see a couple of fast lap on the hards and mediums. Some people going for a 2-stop, some people going for a 1-stop. Montana and Variable chose the second option of a 1-stop, as you have yellow flag sector 1 probably because of a Variable. Vaporizer goes second fastest with a 134.8. Lion 6th fastest on the hards behind the Vengeful one. Vengeful one was on the softs. Alright, and we have a lot of traffic in sector 1 and 2, I believe. That is Packagey coming across the line. And only 7th fastest for him on the softs. West Ham, very slow outlap for him. Well, let's jump in with VTEC on the main straight, DRS open. Yeah, small problem with the game. I think one DRS zone is missing. Unfortunately, I think the best DRS zone is missing in the game. This one is pretty good. The main straight DRS zone is pretty much useless because of the high-speed double left-hander. It comes right before it. You lose a lot of downforce following the car in front. But the main straight, well, the second main straight after the Anderson Bridge doesn't exist in the F1 2019 game. Welcome to people joining us. Afternoon, boys. Hope you guys have a good race. was a bit on... Yeah. That's what I thought. A bit too much curb on the inside there. I think he counted as a corner cut. I think he picked up a warning as well for yellow. Well, he didn't. I thought he went a bit too wide. The entry, we're gonna jump in with Akel. Well, never mind. As the line retires, where's that? Maybe Akel is going to give us that answer. It's a really difficult track. Traction is tricky around here. So we have yellow flags. We had yellow flags on the Anderson Bridge. Maybe the line hit the inside barrier of that braking zone. It can happen. I don't see why it wouldn't. When you're on the limits and you want to get the fastest lap possible, you try to gain every millisecond you can, and sometime on street circuit that will result in a crash. We have West Ham cutting the track, but he's on an out lap, so we don't mind. I don't like when people do it even though they're on an out lap, but anyway, it's just me. Not the perfect way to go around for Akel. Really slow in the first corner, and I think he was going to keep on going. Seems like it. Not a really good first couple of corners for him. It's catchy. Now he's setting up for another lap. We're going to jump in with West Ham on the mediums, going for a one-stopper. For the moment, he's going for a one-stopper, but he might go on the south for a last lap. Wouldn't be surprised. Still has 2 sets of softs to use in this session. A bit of traffic in front. That it is going to cost him. Obviously, you can't really get away from traffic in circuits like Singapore and Monaco. That was a bit wide, I think. Still made it. 136.7. I think that was Parrish on an out lap, who's going for a flying lap right now on the hards after 7 minutes of qualifying. I don't think that's a good strategy. We don't have a lot of people going on the hard. There's a lot more chance. There's a lot of chances he wouldn't make it in the top 10. I guess that's something you might want to go with. Do we have people in front of him? Oh yes, variable on a lap. Downshift into 5th, right up into 2nd. Variable. I think he didn't. go faster. As Montana in the pits. Go F1, and then we have variable in the last sector, coming in the last sector. That's twisty turn, 90 degrees. Chicanes. You really gotta mound the curves to get the best out of your lap. And really the third sector is where everything can be lost, and that it's P10 for Parrish on the hards with 138.2. Vengeful One gonna come across the line as good. Oh, well, he's not. West Ham maybe? I think he's on in lap. There, F1 variable in lap. That is. That is P6 for VTEC with a 137.2. Can still gain some time there at the last chicane. Didn't use the track in his entirety. Could have carried a bit more speed out there. Muggern going on that lap. Mustang, I think, with a P9, he was a bit. It was outside the top 10, I think. Parrish going in. So we only have a couple of people. I think that is Muggern starting a lap on the mediums, going for the one stop. With 3 minutes remaining, he's gonna probably retire after his lap. A bit wide, didn't quite touch the apex, and that is the wall. He's going to lose the left hand side of his wing, the end plate. There's a significant loss of downforce. He's probably not going to be able to get a better lap. Was he on... He was on the softs. And now he wants to go into mediums. Maybe feel like the one stop might be faster for him. Mustang just breezing through the chicanes. Going in for not a lap. He just wants to get another lap in, really. Packagey and Dark Warrior. Lap, well. That's Akel leading the small pack of drivers with P13, 14, and 15, respectively. Thank you, Montana. So we're not gonna have any rain for this session, which we saw some rain yesterday in the T2 race. By the end, I think it was lap 20, 27, 28. We started to see some rain, but it didn't affect the drivers until lap 31. If you don't know, this street circuit contains 31 laps. This race. So it was a bit anticlimactic. I mean, the entire race was anticlimactic. Fairly difficult to comment on what was happening on track. Not a lot of people in the lobby, a couple of DNFs, and people were about 2 seconds, 3 seconds off each other. the last out laps. Stays in. So that is Cool coming back on the racing line. Yellow flag sector 1 at the start-finish line. Going to... I think it's fairly easy to pass through. I don't know if it goes through something, but some drivers might not want to risk it. But anyway, that promotes Dark Warrior behind his teammate on P6. Great qualifying for Dark Warrior. Golden Crimson on the Alfa Romeo is on the mediums, or the hards, mediums. Would have been a bit weird to go out on the hards for the last lap. Let's see if just Montana is in front of him. No, Montana's on the softs. And Crimson is leading the pack. I don't think anyone's in front except Mugren, who finished. He's starting his lap. Parrish is right behind Golden Crimson. That's a kiss of the wall for Crimson. Using the curb. That's a bit too wide. That's going to be invalidated, I think. Even though he was 2 seconds off. I don't think it was 2 seconds off. It gives him 135. Anyway, Parrish in P4. Can anyone go and move past him? Dark Wire's over. Well, who's on the lap? It's pretty much Vaporizer and Montana left. Even though Mustang's on an out lap? What? A bit late for him. Montana, 134.2 provisional pole. Can Vaporizer take pole position? That's going to be a 134.472 for Vaporizer. Only for, well, second place. Variable aborted his lap. Pits, and everyone is done. So that is it for qualifying in Singapore today. Montana with pole position. I stopped counting the pole position for Montana. Incredible pace. Yeah. You really practice on this track. It's tricky. Some tracks like Italy, you can just go around and do 2 or 3 laps and everything seems fine, but this city circuit is very tricky. You need a lot of practice to get it right. I was hoping I could get a bit more practice before the T1, but apparently the A1 race was a bit earlier than expected. It's going to be interesting to see what the top 10, what the drivers outside the top 10 will choose as their strategy for the race. We have Nader and Blaze Harry, who didn't qualify. They couldn't. I think they're going to be part of the race. In P17 and 18. Gonna be interesting to see. I don't think they'll be able to choose a setup though. We're going to start this formation lap. We have 18 drivers. Yeah, that's a fair amount of drivers for the chaos it was before the race. So Montana obviously on pole. Vaporizer and the Red Bull following him closely. Variable. In the Williams, that means Hidden is missing. Oh, sorry. Hidden is missing this week. Parrish in the Mercedes. Oh. 0 F1 in the Ferrari and P5. West Ham. I've been... I don't know. I mean, what a lap from Parrish. If he was on mediums, it was an incredible lap. Because West Ham is also on the mediums. I'm sure he could have done a front row here, as usual, but qualified on the medium, so he's a bit farther back. His teammate was not really used to be behind his teammate. Is down in P7. P8 is VTEC, good qualifying for him also. Golden Crimson and Mugger in Ferrari will close the top 10. Outside the top 10 we have Mustang on the hards going for the one stop, Vengeful One and Tarasso going for the one stop as well. We have one stop for Lion. We have a one stop for Pack G, and pretty much everyone's going on the hards for the one stop. Blaze Area and Nader are looking for a couple of places in the first couple of laps. And we're going to start this race. There's not... although 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights. They're off, and what do we see? Trying to find the angle, the perfect angle. And we're going to have a good start from the Ferrari and a good start from West Ham. And who didn't get a good start? That's Variable on the softs. We'll drop back a couple of places. What do we have in front? We have a couple of people following each other. And we have side by side for VTEC and Golden Crimson. That could end in something difficult, and that is Golden Crimson. Going back on the racing line. Did VTEC get a little bit of damage? And that is Muggern on the wall. I don't know what happened. We have a couple of people side by side going through this couple of corners. That's Nader trying to find a way past Mustang. I think that's Akel in the wall. Reset back on track. Following each other closely down the order outside the top 10. Do we have anything happening inside the top 10, which is really interesting? Nader losing a couple of places. Could he use the inside line as an advantage? He's not going to force it, but Packagey, really difficult for him. Really difficult for him to get the car stopped in time. It's Mustang, who's already a couple of seconds ahead the pack, and that is Blaze Airy going around the outside. I think that's yeah, that's Nader with ooh. Alright, that was a bit weird. But Akel, even though Akel didn't have quite the start. Oh. Okay. Okay, so now back in front. 0F1 and VTEC seems to be going at it very clearly. Vaporizer, something happened with him. I didn't catch it. But he pitted, so that promotes Parrish into P2, West Ham into P3, and Dark Warrior into P4, right outside the top 3, right outside of podium place. And we're only at lap 2, so everything can still happen. Maybe, you know, one of the guys in top 3 could maybe a little mistake here and there, hit the wall, have to pit one more time. That would promote one of the drivers behind on the podium. What? So a couple of guys with the hards. Decided to stop. I think most of them gained places because of the chaos that happened from P13 to P18. Yeah, Vaporizer down 11 places on the start. You will have to blaze and run through every single driver. You maybe have the chance to be in the top 10. I think he might be able to. He's a very fast driver. But in this situation where it's circuit in the city circuit, that's what I was looking for. It's really difficult to overtake, and sometimes some people might not give you the pace you want, result in a crash or an incident. That's packaging. What is... Yes, I just saw that piece of blue carbon fiber at the entry. You're gonna see it there, probably. Yes, it's right in front of him. I think he hit the wall. He's missing his left hand side end plate. VTEC gaining on 0F1 with the eSport helmet. Yeah, A-Cool had to leave the session, unfortunately, because his wheel disconnected. That is VTEC the inside line, not going to be able to. Can he fight back into the next corner? He's not going to be able to again. He's just a bit too far behind to attack. We're going to have to wait until the next real straight with a decent braking zone to see if you can make a way. You can find a way past. It seems like for the Ferrari on the softs is already losing time after 4 laps. Due to that, or he's holding him up a little bit. It's the variable is starting to pull away a little bit. Of course, Montana is now 3 seconds ahead of Parrish. Parrish is now a 3-second lead to West Ham, and 2.5 seconds for West Ham and Darkwire. That is variable and 0F1 in the pits. Promotes VTEC into P5. Mustang with a great start is now in P7. He's going to have to fight with Lion. but he has Blaze Harry right behind him, who picked up the fastest lap last time around. Easily through for Mustang with DRS on the braking zone. Could Blaze Airy, well, could Lion act as a wall for Mustang? Blaze Airy is not going to try it now, but he's going to be really, really close behind. Let's just jump right in to see how close they are. It's a bit wide from Mustang. I don't think it's going to cost him much time. Golden Crimson and the Vengeful One are going at it in the back of the field. Oof, that's a bit of oversteer for the Alfa Romeo driver. Something happened with VTEC, or was it VTEC a bit wide there? It's gonna give a chance to Mustang catch him up. Gaps are getting a bit more stable, so we're probably gonna see Blaze Airy battling with DRS against Lion, and Mustang battling with VTEC. A bit too far, but still has DRS. We saw Packagey overtaken by Vaporizer. Vaporizer going through the field, trying to climb back the order. That is Blaze Airy really close to the wall. I think he got scared a little bit by how close he was at the exit. Obviously no DRS down this straight. Not yet. Might come in the next couple of updates. Montana in the pits after 7 laps, so these stops don't last more than 10 laps. That wouldn't surprise me, but it surprises me as well. He's going on the hards or the mediums. Let's see. I did tires, and that's the hards for Montana, who's now down in P8. With his strategy, that means Parrish is in P1, West Down P2, and Dark Warrior P3. So we have 2 Hasses. Currently we have Mustang gaining massively on VTEC. VTEC's going to protect the inside line. Could Mustang still make it around? He's going to have the inside line for the next corner. Really well done for him. Could VTEC come back at him? I don't think it's really a place you want to go side by side. He's going to stay behind Mustang. Mustang with a move. Really well done, and that is Blaze Airy off the line. He was battling with Lion, and now he's found himself behind Montana. VTEC and Mustang, let's see. I think Mustang had a lot more pace than VTEC. But at this time around, it's kind of a crossover period for the tires. 7 laps on mediums. I think they're halfway through their life. Or a bit more than that, maybe. Not really a battle for the guys in front. 6 seconds. between Mustang and Dark Warrior. The normal pit stop here, I guess it's between 25 and 28 seconds. I'm not sure. So if we go to the leader, that means Montana would come back in first place after the pit stop period. But he'll need to build a decent gap to the cars in front if he thinks he's gonna have to pit again. Obviously he's on the hards, but could the hards go for 20 plus laps? That I'm not sure of. Maybe they'd go 18 laps, 17 laps max. There's more than 18 laps remaining, so where's the leader? So good news is everyone is still in the race, except for Akel, who had to disconnect. Everyone, no DNF for the moment, but no battles as well, so I don't know how to feel about that. Montana is catching up to Lion very quickly. Tim. Where is Tim? Are you talking about Tim Hole? As if you are, Tim raced yesterday in T2 with the McLaren. Yes, he was racing yesterday in T2. I don't know where he finished, to be exact, but if you want to, you can go take a look at yesterday's stream. I wouldn't recommend looking all of the stream. It was more of a Barcelona type race. Now Montana is gonna have to wait. I wouldn't recommend going down the inside of this chicane. He's gonna have maybe a lot of dirty air because there's two cars in front. He's going to adapt to that very, very well. Did he outbrake his opponent? He's going for the inside. Right move from Montana. Very clean. Very well done. I wouldn't expect anything else from him. Now he's gonna have to overtake VTech, who doesn't have the DRS to defend this time. He's going down the inside. And well done for him on the hards. He has a good pace. I think he's now 11, 13, yellow flag, sector 2. What happened? That is Vaporizer. Is he battling with someone? I think he just lost it. Not a good race for him for the moment. That's some massive damage in the front wing. Gonna promote someone in the points. Someone who didn't have a good start. Someone who had to pit in the first lap is going to be in the points now. Vaporizer will be under attack from... Oh, what happened to 0F1 there? Went in the wall at the exit of the airpin, if I might call it that. That is finally Parrish in the pits. Gonna promote Montana. We saw him go past him. Parrish is gonna come behind Lion. VTech also in the pits. Green light, and he's off. VTech passed by Variable. Also passed by 0F1 and Golden Crimson. Blaze Aries in the pits going for the mediums, and Vaporizer is obviously going for a new front wing. Almost the vengeful one into P11. Closer to the points for the Toro Rosso driver. Only Dark Warrior and West Ham now to pit. Would I consider Mustang a part of the top three? I don't think so. I mean, he's gonna go down 2, 6, 8, 18, 22. He's gonna go. He's probably gonna go come back side by side with VTech. VTech will do the undercut. The undercut really works in Singapore. It has been shown yesterday, I think, a driver undercut another driver of about 6 seconds, 8 seconds. That was a massive undercut. So Dark Warrior's in the pits. He's gonna come probably in front of the vengeful one, but behind VTech. He will... Oh, not behind VTech. Okay. That could mean that VTech doesn't have pace compared to the guys in the top two at the moment. Yellow flag, sector 3, what do we have? Blaze Airy. An incident again. I think he was alone this time with no front wing. That is massive. I have to stop again. Now Montana is catching up to Mustang. A real P2 here is Parrish, who's currently 8 seconds behind Montana. I think Parrish is going... I think Parrish could go all the way, but I'm not sure about strategy for this weekend. West Ham pits. Lion Parrish. Variable. Let's see where they are. Change his front wing. Interesting. Variable might come close. Yeah, it won't be close between these two, but it might be close between him and Golden Crimson. Golden Crimson is going to have the advantage over West Ham. Dark Warrior comes out behind his teammate. Only 1 second behind, so West Ham pitted a bit too late. Probably a result of the damage on his car. 0F1 pitting for medium Vaporizer with the fastest lap at 138.6. Vaporizer battling with Cragleton. DRS open and... Oh, I didn't see the move. Something happened. Cragleton... I think he went a bit too wide, but they weren't side by side for that corner. It's not really an overtaken opportunity. Leaves me baffled. I don't know. Just flow to the wall, guys. Yes. Scraggleton lost. Right hand plate. As Megan picks up a 3-second time penalty. Do we have any battles on track? We have West Ham catching up to Golden Crimson, but we're going to see the penalties very quickly. Montana with 2 warnings, Mustang with 4 warnings. Alright. Parrish with only 1 warning, Lion with a penalty, Variable with a penalty. 1 warning, so the top 10 at the moment, well, West Ham with 2 penalties, Darkwire with no penalty at all, VTech with no penalty, and Eventual One with only 1 warning. So we have a lot of disciplined driver in the top 10. Does it continue in the top? It's not the top 10, and we have, as we talk, hopefully you side through the penalties and all that stuff. West Ham went down the inside, the RS Open. You just sent it on Golden Crimson. Now, Dark Warrior. Is that an important place? That is, well, P16 in the wall, I think. P16 in a spin. Now, I don't want to say that it's not important, but it's P16. He's almost 1 lap down. And what could give us a bit of a show? 15 laps for Mustang on the hards. If we... I think he'd come behind. So I still think Mustang would come behind Darkwire, but in front of VTech. I think it would come... I heard a touch from Mustang. Anyway, we have a battle here. Vengeful One and Vaporizer. Vaporizer down the main straight, sends it down the inside. Easily done. No trouble here. Each driver respecting their personal space. Darkwire on Golden Crimson. Do we have some Darkwire fans here today? Because Darkwire has been on fire. So 2 Hasses will give us a bit of a show. Overtakes. DRS Open. Could he make the move? We have someone who just got out of the pits, and I think that's Nader. Ghost car will... Is it a ghost car or is it... And did he leave? Oh, something happened. Variable and West Ham collided between all those ghost car. I think Variable collided with West Ham. Variable trying to protect the inside. West Ham had a bit of contact with the front and rear wheels, I believe. I think Akel is now still... No, it's Nader, right? Yes. Nader is still driving But the new ghosting system for the back markers comes into play at some point. Dark Warrior, kind of a stable gap throughout this couple of laps. It's not gaining on the out driver. Have yellow flags in sector 3. Trying to see who it is. I think everyone. Oh well, not sure what the yellow flag was about. Anyone doing a two-stop? I know you just want to see if your two-stop strategy works, but currently a couple of people started on the softs. Mustang started on the softs, but he's currently on where are tires? He's currently on the hards. Golden Crimson seems to be doing a two-stop. We also have Variable, who might go for a two-stop. Lion didn't stop, so two-stop is... Yeah, I don't know. The only people with a decent two-stop at this point in time is Vaporizer 0F1 and 13 and less. P13 and less. And these guys pitted in lap 1, so... I think Montana is trying to build a lead to go for a soft sprint by the end and go for the fastest lap. But I think that it's really down to what tire everyone used. A lot of people qualified on mediums. Maybe that's why the two-stop strategy isn't very popular, because everyone's going for a one-stop. Maybe they changed their mind and the people wanting to go for a two-stop went with the hards, but Mustang will tell us, well, Lion and Mustang will tell us how much these hards can last. There we go, 18 laps for Mustang on the hards, and probably the same thing happening for Lion, because they're starting to lose a lot of time to the cars in behind. I think Mustang, if you make in consideration that he was second behind Dark Warrior before the pit stop phase, Mustang is going to come right behind him. We didn't lose much time, and he has fresher tires. He's on the mediums, and Dark Warrior is on 7-lap-old hards. You know what, I don't have any definitive answer for the two-stop strategy. Nobody went for a double soft, then mediums. I don't think it happened yesterday, and I don't think it's going to happen now, so... Yeah, I'm pretty lost to considering that everyone's doing a different strategy. I don't even know what I'm going to go for. That is... Vaporizer, what happened? Vaporizer just did you brake to let Crimson through, and Crimson tried to... Something happened between these two. Because now Golden Crimson will have to pit again. Massive damage for these two guys. Mustang is catching up massively to Dark Warrior. It's not going to be difficult for the McLaren driver. Oh, that's a bit wide for Dark Warrior. No harm done. 0F1 is also going in. So here we have an answer, maybe. 6 laps on mediums, and it doesn't have any damage on his front wing. Or is it just me? What is he doing? Serving a penalty. Coming right behind Vaporizer. So he served a penalty. I hope we're going to see a battle between these two. Lion is still going. Currently through Package E. Blue flags for Package E on West Ham as well. Package E is going to get out the way. Lion is still going. 20 laps. Currently starting the 21st. Five-second penalty for the Vengeful One for ignoring blue flags. That is quite harsh. But it's... Anyway, that is what it is. Blue flags, you get out of the way. Package E retires from the session. Scraggleton is in 14. Cool. Okay. Last. Montana now 14 seconds ahead of Parrish. Still needs 13 seconds to gain to do a safe pit stop. Lion is losing a lot of time right now. Lion, you should pit soon. Lion still going, 22 laps now. So these hards last 20 plus lap, but he's just losing so much time now. I mean, I get that he is in his zone and he's trying to stick to the strategy, but he's just losing so much places now. And Mustang is going to catch him soon. Only 4 seconds behind. And if he doesn't catch him, he's going to be well in front after the pit stop of Lion. I think Lion is the only one who hasn't stopped yet. Yes. I think a good strategy would be a one-stop. If you think you can... If you don't think you can challenge with the cars in front, and if you don't think you have the pace to be in the top 10, I think you should go for the one-stop. And if you think you can challenge with some people, I think you should go with a softs and hards, because the mediums won't last until the end of the race, and the softs will last about 7 laps. 7 laps times 2, that's 14, and 14 till lap 31. Well, you might be able to go on the mediums. I think we saw a couple of people going 10 plus laps on the mediums. I think that's what VTEC did. That's 10 laps on the mediums, 11 laps on the mediums, 12 laps on the mediums, and 10 laps on the mediums. So in about 10 laps on mediums, these hards can go 15, 16, and 17. But the softs, they don't go a long way. Yeah, 4 laps for variable, Montana with 6, Vaporizer with, well, 1, okay, 4 for 0F1, and Mugrin 1, so... I really don't know if the two-stop strategy with 2 softs will pay off, because they do not last long enough. You might have pace for 3 or 4 laps, then on the 5th lap you're going to start to feel the tires going away and no more traction. You're not going to be able to battle, and after 5 laps the field is still so close. I didn't see where Mugger was. That was Mustang on Lion in turn 1. We didn't catch it, but I know what happened. Sector 2 and 3, 0. Try to see where he is. Yellow flags. Oh, that was legit into the wall. It's going to be a battle between Golden Crimson and Vaporizer. Golden Crimson on the softs. 3 laps old, he's not going to go till the end. No damage. Don't want to interrupt anyone, but some people are racing here, eh? Okay. If you want to go talk with each other, maybe somewhere else than in chat. So we have Lion in the pits, finally. Let's just see how difficult it was for him. By the end, where is he? Lion P8, 40 trees, so it's pretty... (43.1, 43.0, 42.9). His best lap on lap 21. So, damn, that was a good stint from Lion. Really good stint. And he's currently on the softs. He's gonna have to go 7 laps on him. The closest battle behind is Crimson. And Vaporizer. Vaporizer gonna be easily through with DRS. Could Crimson maybe come back at him? No, he's not gonna be able to. Should have stick to the outside line. So there's 19 seconds Vaporizer need to gain to be in P8. I don't think that's gonna happen. Mustang. Mustang is trying to catch up to West Ham for a podium place. I'm gonna stick to that battle probably until the end. I figure nothing will happen. Oh, sorry. Mustang is now starting to pick up a couple of penalties. I want to move, so I'm going to make it real quick. Mustang is now with 2 penalties, and Mustang is now in the wall. And Mustang has left the session. Okay. After a good race from Mustang, I think he jumped from, where details, position change, 7 places. For Mustang, that's quite a lot. That was a good race for him. Unfortunately, he decided to retire the car. I don't think he picked up any damage though. I think he managed to stop the car before the wall. Oh, I'm starting to see a couple of drops. Starting to see rain. Am I? On lap 28. Oh, again. For the second race in a row, it's going to be rain that doesn't affect any drivers. That means Montana won't be able to stop for softs and go for the fastest lap. I think it's too late now to stop. Variable Mustang. And that was quite normal. So we're going to jump right in with Montana, see how he manages the car. He's on 0 right now. 0 ERS. Where's telemetry? I'm choosing 0 ERS for Anderson Reg. 5 now on the straight. That's what I like about Montana. He just knows where the car where his car is. And he's not afraid to just go close to the walls. Some people in A1 are afraid to go close to the walls, and even I am afraid to go close to the walls sometimes. In Monaco, I just feel real uncomfortable. Well, the race is almost over. Going on lap 30 right now. I don't think VTech is going to be able to catch up to Dark Wire, and I don't think Lion is going to be able to catch up to VTech. Although he seems like he's gaining massively lap after lap. What is he on? I think yeah, I think it is one of the longest races. DRS for Lion. Tricky conditions to be overtaking in, and easily pass in turn 1. That is it. Is that the ventral and the wall? That's one way to respect the blue flags. I think Montana had an incredible race this time around. Again, is he going to take fastest lap 140.2? I think I've seen a couple of people going faster on the mediums. Mustang 139. Yes, but 139, 138 for Vaporizer. So Vaporizer currently 38.1 for Golden Crimson. So Golden Crimson currently has the fastest lap. I think I can just go there, I think. Yes. Golden Crimson, fastest lap 138.1 in P10. Same thing happened yesterday. P10 had the fastest lap. Sorry. Montana, good race for him. No fastest lap. But he led a long way. And he's going to cross the line in first position. And just in these freaking conditions. Now Parrish, we started in P4, I reckon we'll finish in P2. West Ham with a good race. We'll finish in P3, so we'll close the podium as the DRS is disabled. Yeah, racing line becomes greasy now once the race is over. Variable, where did variable start? Position change, where are you? Position change. Variable started in P3, so that's probably not what he expected. Lion with 8 positions up, he started outside of P10. Oh, that's a good race for him. He was very, very consistent on the hards for about 20 plus lap, 24 laps, 25 laps, not sure. But it was a long first stint that paid off by the end. Dark Warrior, 1 place up, good qualifying and good race for him. VTech will finish behind him. Mustang obviously in P8 left. Vaporizer will be the last one to cross the line, I believe. Oh, okay. Vaporizer will cross the line on reverse mode. Golden Crimson with the fastest lap finishes in P10, and the eventual one is going to be the last one to cross the line. But he's outside the top 10, and I think he's the only one not to have been overtaken by the leader. I'm not sure. That was a good race by the beginning, but by the end it was a bit more slow. Well done to the podium finishers. Who would be my driver today? I don't know. Probably Dark Warrior. I would say Dark Warrior. Why not? Between Dark Warrior and Lion, really. Lion did a great job today with these tires. Anyway, this is now done. Thanks for joining us. The T1 race will be in about 15 minutes, so watch out for that. We will join each other next week. Next week is Russia? If I'm not sure. Help me out here, please. Well, GG everyone. Well done. And I hope you have a good week and a good race in F1 later today. Bye.